everyone.
Hello.
This is my wife, Hannah.
This is my husband, Shane.
Love and resilience come in many forms. Individuals rewriting their destinies, these stories prove that true connection and determination know no limits.
They only knew how much I take care of her and put up with her. They would be seeing me as the saint.
They've got it all backwards.
I'm the saint in this marriage, trust me.
Whether through ambition or sheer willpower, they redefine the rules of love. So stay tuned to watch their incredible journeys.
We are very understanding. Like when we are hurt, we know how to handle each other.
It's my airway. I had a jaw and my tongue blocks my airway from their mouth.
Caitlin's journey wasn't easy, but she made it inspiring. She was born with Treacher-Collins syndrome, a rare condition that left her without ears or a jaw. Growing up, she faced bullying and stares, but she never let it hold her back. Instead, she found confidence in dance, sharing her journey on TikTok, where her positivity inspired thousands. That's how she met Montre, a man who saw her heart, not just her appearance. Their love grew despite society's doubts, proving that real love isn't about looks, but the bond between two souls. Some love stories break stereotypes. This one shatters them.
Born without no jaw, no ears. I had a hearing aid.
Squirmy and grubs.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
This is my wife, Hannah.
This is my husband, Shane.
Today, we're going to tell you the story of how we met.
Love doesn't follow the rules of the world. It creates its own. Shane Burkaw, a writer with spinal muscular atrophy, and Hannah Aylward, an able-bodied woman, prove this every day. Despite the doubts and strange looks they receive, their bond is unshakable. Their YouTube channel, Squirmy and Grubs, gives a glimpse into their life, showing that love isn't about physical ability, but about connection, laughter, and unwavering support. While some people question their relationship, they continue to thrive, breaking stereotypes one video at a time. Love, after all, isn't measured by limitations. It's defined by the strength of two hearts.
Do you remember our first I love you?
Yeah, I think it was over spring break still.
It was.
Because I was home.
Bearded lady.
I literally was using makeup to cover up the blood every day. I didn't realize I had other family members who were growing.
Coral, who proudly embraces her natural beard, met Ilias on a dating site 4 years ago. Despite societal prejudices, their connection was immediate and profound. Coral's facial hair, a result of polycystic ovary syndrome, PCOS, has been a part of her identity since her teenage years. While she faced bullying and negative comments, she chose to embrace her appearance, challenging conventional beauty standards. Ilias admires Coral's confidence and authenticity, seeing beyond societal definitions of beauty. Together, they navigate a world that often misunderstands them, turning judgment into an opportunity to educate and inspire.
If you're not enjoying this, you could not do it.
Kristen and Mark.
I was born with a rare condition called osteogenesis imperfecta.
Kristen Victoria, born with a condition causing brittle bones, has faced numerous challenges throughout her life. Despite these obstacles, she leads an active and fulfilling life, refusing to let her disability define her. Her husband Mark stands by her side, not as a carer, but as an equal partner. Their relationship challenges societal perceptions, emphasizing that love transcends physical limitations. Together, they navigate life's adventures, proving that true partnership is built on mutual respect and understanding. In a world quick to label, Kristen and Mark redefine what it means to love without limits.
Stop her from doing things. Difficult life is going to be for her. Just let her be. Let her do things.
Aziz Al-Samar. Aziz Al-Asmar, known as the Little Sheikh of Dubai, was more than his appearance. He was a man with a big heart. Despite his small stature due to a rare hormonal condition, he lived a grand life filled with luxury and charm. But the most precious thing he had was love. Aziz married the woman who stood by him, proving that love isn't measured in inches, but in devotion. Their bond was strong, built on understanding and care. Sadly, his journey ended too soon, leaving behind a love story that remains unforgettable. Taller wife, tiny husband.
If they only knew how much I take care of her and put up with her, they would be seeing me as the saint.
They've got it all backwards.
I'm the saint in this marriage, trust me.
A couple with a striking height difference has captured hearts worldwide, proving that love defies all expectations. The wife, much taller than her tiny husband, faces constant stares, but their love remains unshaken. They cherish their bond, focusing on laughter and shared dreams rather than what others think. Their unwavering support and affection showcase that real love isn't about matching appearances. It's about matching souls. In a world full of judgments, they stand tall together, one in height, both in heart.
I can't just mindlessly go to the store by myself. I have to be aware of my surroundings because the littlest bump or step down off of a larger curb could be fatal to me.
Nick Vujicic.
Interesting reactions from just people while we were dating and, holding hands and walking side by side.
Love stories come in all forms, but some stand out as truly extraordinary. Nick Vujicic, born without arms and legs, never let his condition define his life. He met Kanai Miyahara, a woman who saw beyond appearances and fell for his heart and spirit. Their connection was instant, and despite the challenges, they built a life together. In 2012, they got married, proving that love isn't about physical perfection, but about deep, unshakable bonds. Now as parents, they continue to inspire the world with their journey. Some love stories truly redefine what's possible.
Put the ring down her finger all the way, and she's like thinking I'm getting kinky or something. She's like, what are you doing?
Biting my finger.
I'm biting your finger.
I was like, why is he biting my finger?
So I put it all the way down.
Philip and Susie.
I feel that God put me on this earth for a reason. And I think that reason is more than academics.
Philip and Susan Illing's relationship faced skepticism due to their differences. Philip, an Australian born with Bethlem myopathy, a rare form of muscular dystrophy, and Susan, a Kenyan native. Their paths crossed in 2017 during a job interview at a disability services organization in Adelaide, where Philip was part of the recruitment team. They married in January 2018, celebrating their union with a vibrant ceremony that blended their diverse cultures. Despite facing unwarranted judgments and misconceptions about their motives, Philip and Susan remained steadfast, demonstrating that true love transcends physical abilities and cultural backgrounds. Aaron and Charlie. Fearless on wheels and unstoppable in life, Aaron Fotheringham, a daring athlete with spina bifida, never let his wheelchair limit him. Known for his incredible skills in wheelchair sports, he became an inspiration to many. One of those inspired was Charlie Wilson, who noticed him at an LDS Temple singles event. She reached out via Instagram, and their connection quickly deepened. Love led them to marriage at the Las Vegas LDS Temple in February 2018. Their story proves that love isn't about limitations. It's about finding the right person to move forward with, no matter the challenges. Joseph and Vania.
Hey, my name Joseph. This is my wonderful Empress Vania, and I was born without a jaw.
Joseph's love story didn't start like a fairy tale, but it became one. He was born without a jaw due to autofacial syndrome, which also affects his hearing and sense of smell. When Vania first saw him at work, she was unsure how to approach him. Over time, she looked past his appearance and saw his personality. They communicated through a text-to-speech app and sign language, building a strong connection. Despite judgment from others, they secretly married in 2020. Today, they prove that love isn't about looks. It's about understanding, patience, and seeing the heart beyond the face.
So when me and Joe go out together, it's basically just stares. People pull out their phones sometimes, recording or taking pictures.
Pia and Andrew.
Just keep on going about my positive little life, and whatever my head thinks inside, it just pushes all those mean people away.
Pia never let anything hold her back. Not her condition, not society, not fear. Born with sacral agenesis, her spine is shorter than usual, and she walks using her hands. Despite this, she lives life to the fullest. She's also a proud transgender woman.
I don't know, I just love it so much.
Who never let bullying or judgment stop her from being herself. After struggling to find love, she met Andrew, a man who accepted her completely.
People judge me. I don't care what people think.
Their relationship, like any other, has ups and downs, but their love keeps them strong. Pia's story proves that self-acceptance and love can overcome any obstacle.
Are you pouring this on top?
Yeah, it's gonna go on top of the rice.
Oh, this and this.
Inga and Dustin.
22, but I'm turning 23 on the 23rd. Philosophy and law, criminal justice and society.
Dating can be nerve-wracking, but imagine doing it without arms. Literally. Inga, a 23-year-old philosophy and criminal justice student from Pittsburgh, was born with upper limb aplasia, but that never slowed her down. She eats, does makeup, and even plays the cello with her feet. When she went on her first blind date with Dustin.
What's your name?
My name's Inga, what's yours?
Dustin.
Dustin?
Yeah.
It wasn't just her story that stood out, it was her confidence. Dustin, also on his first blind date, quickly saw what made her special.
Have you ever done a blind date before?
No, first one.
This is my first one too.
Nice.
For Inga, love isn't about limitations, it's about connection. And honestly, who wouldn't be impressed by a woman who plays the cello with her toes?
Will you see each other again? I hope so. I hope we see each other again. What do you think?
I think we should see each other again.
Courtney.
My growth was on my chin, and it deformed my jaw when I was in the womb.
Some people find strength in the face of challenges, but Courtney has built her life around it. Born with a rare condition that caused excess tissue to grow on her face.
Extra tissue and growth.
She's had over 20 surgeries, yet she refuses to let fear define her. Her passion? Singing. She uploads videos, not for fame, but as an outlet, a way to express herself despite the negativity she sometimes faces online. And love, that too found its way to her. Now, as she plans her wedding, she proves that confidence and perseverance outweigh any doubts the world may throw her way.
To hear her sing is amazing. She has a beautiful voice.
Dejwa and Antoine.
We are very understanding. Like when we are hurt, we know how to handle each other.
Love can break barriers, but for Dejwa and Antoine, breaking bones is a daily reality.
My name is Deja. I'm 27 years old and I am from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Both born with osteogenesis imperfecta, their bones are as fragile as glass, leading to over 600 fractures between them, even from something as simple as sneezing. Despite constant stares and cruel online comments, they refuse to let negativity win. Antoine fires back with humor, while Dejua proves that their condition doesn't define them. Together, they've built a love story stronger than any bone, showing the world that happiness isn't about limitations. It's about how you live.
My name is Antoine. I am 30 years old and I'm from Washington, D.C.
Munaba Mazari.
But that injury that changed me and my life completely was the spine injury.
Munaba Mazari's life changed in a single moment. At 21, a car accident left her paralyzed, but it couldn't break her spirit. Instead of giving up, she turned her pain into power. From painting vibrant artworks to becoming Pakistan's first wheelchair-bound model, she refused to let anything hold her back. Munaba became a UN Women's National Ambassador, using her voice to uplift others. Through her speeches and activism, she continues to inspire millions worldwide. Her message is simple yet powerful. Disability doesn't define you, your determination does. And with that mindset, she keeps proving that nothing is impossible.
I became the National Goodwill Ambassador for UN Women Pakistan.
Blind couple.
I'm Denise.
And I'm Stefan. How do you know each other?
We're married. Oh, sorry.
This blind couple took the stage on Britain's Got Talent, delivering a breathtaking rendition of Climb Every Mountain from the Sound of Music. Denise's powerful vocals, paired with Stefan's skilled piano accompaniment, moved both the audience and judges to tears. Their performance wasn't just about musical talent. It showcased their resilience and deep connection. Meeting 18 years ago under unique circumstances, they've faced challenges head-on, including Denise's battle with cancer, which she has triumphantly overcome. While some couples search for harmony, Denise and Stefan have already composed theirs.
It makes a lot more noise indoors than it does outdoors, you know, that number of people. It was just
It's a lovely way.
Woman with disabilities.
Especially important for one disabled Macon woman who said "I do" to the love of her life.
In Macon, Georgia, a remarkable woman with disabilities defied the odds by marrying the love of her life on Valentine's Day. Their journey to the altar wasn't easy, but their unwavering commitment to each other showcased the true essence of love. Surrounded by family and friends, they exchanged vows, turning a day celebrated by many into a personal testament of resilience and devotion. Their story serves as a powerful reminder that love transcends physical limitations and societal expectations. While some search for love in all the expected places, this couple found it against all odds.
Willing to give up part of his life, things that he do, to make sure that I'm okay and to love me for just who I am.
Couple from Pakistan. Not all love stories are about fairy tales. Some are about real people choosing each other despite the odds. In 2016, in Bhawanpura, Pakistan, 18-year-old Rabia married a disabled man, proving that true love goes beyond physical abilities. Their story captured hearts as Rabia chose commitment over societal judgment. She didn't see his condition as a burden. She saw a partner worth standing beside. While many chase perfection, she found love in the purest form. Sarah and Troy.
Speaking today to rare disease patient advocates Sarah Tompkins and Troy Tompkins.
Sarah was diagnosed with Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, EDS, a rare connective tissue disorder that causes chronic pain and frequent injuries. Despite the daily hurdles, the couple remained steadfast, adapting their lives to manage Sarah's condition.
Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which is a genetic connective tissue disease.
Their journey is not just about coping, but thriving. They actively engage in advocacy, with Sarah serving on the boards of the Northwest Rare Disease Coalition and Connective Strength. Together, they navigate the complexities of EDS, turning their personal experiences into a platform for awareness and change.
Have everybody join watching our national competition, which would be just fabulous.
Disabled model Bree.
I suffered a spinal cord injury at the T12 level, which means I'm a paraplegic and use a wheelchair.
Bree Scalese, a model and disability advocate, faced numerous challenges in her personal life due to societal prejudices. Navigating the online dating world was particularly daunting, as she often encountered bias and misconceptions about her disability. However, her life took a positive turn when she matched with Sheldon Nguyen on a dating app. Sheldon, a pharmacist, was immediately drawn to Bree's resilience and grace. Their connection deepened as they discovered shared interests and values, leading to a loving and supportive relationship. Together, they challenge societal norms, proving that genuine love transcends physical appearances and societal biases.
She was very, very transparent about using a wheelchair, so that was never anything that was a surprise.
Ernie and Vanessa.
Driver's license, the lady told me that I drive better than most people with legs.
Challenges don't hold Ernie back. In fact, he moves through life with unstoppable determination. Born with caudal regression syndrome, he has a shorter spine and smaller legs. Yet, that hasn't stopped him from living life on his own terms. Whether he's walking on his hands or cruising on his skateboard, he moves through the world with confidence. People stare, some even record him, but Ernie doesn't let that define him. With his wife Vanessa's support and his kids looking up to him, he proves that limitations exist only in the mind.
I'm proud of how he's getting sponsored by people and he's good at skateboarding. Like he's getting followed by Tony Hawk. I hope he gets sponsored by him now.
Love sees heart.
Eat tacos. Eat tacos.
Oh yeah, eat tacos. Exactly.
When people say love is blind, this couple proves it's also unstoppable. Joe, who survived a brain injury, and Sarah, diagnosed with mitochondrial disease as a toddler, met in 2016 and haven't looked back since. Their love isn't about limitations, just different approaches. From Chiefs games to surprise gifts, Joe's mission is simple: make Sarah happy. And with every taco date and quiet driveway surprise, it's clear he's doing just that. Because real love, it always finds a way.
They enjoy going with us. We go to Chiefs games, we go out to dinner, we go to movies.
Ebony and George's journey.
I have a lovely husband. George. I am 30 years old, just turned 30.
Here comes another couple proving love sees no bounds, Ebony and George. Ebony has cerebral palsy, and George was born with Down syndrome, but that never stopped them from finding something real. While the world had its doubts, they built a love that's unshakable. George hypes up Ebony, and she's his biggest cheerleader. When they got engaged, it wasn't just a big moment for them, it was a win for love itself, because love isn't about limits, it's about the heart.
I really like this guy.
She's a wonderful person. I started to realize that there was potential to go a little bit further than just a friendship.
Jordan?
My name's Jordan Myers, I'm 27, I'm from Leeds, and I was born with spina bifida and hydrocephalus.
Life doesn't slow down for Jordan. Born with spina bifida and hydrocephalus, he grew up watching other kids play while he sat on the sidelines. That feeling of being left out wasn't easy, but Jordan refused to let it define him. Instead of focusing on what he couldn't do, he found ways to embrace life on his own terms. His journey is one of resilience, proving that limitations exist only if you let them. No matter the obstacles, Jordan continues to push forward, showing the world that strength comes in many forms.
When I can walk, I feel great, because to me, in my mind, when I'm walking like a normal human.
Tu Hin Day. Dreams aren't limited by physical abilities, they're powered by determination. 17-year-old Tu Hin Day from West Bengal, India, exemplifies this spirit. Born with arthrogryposis multiplex congenita, a condition that severely restricts joint mobility, Tu Hin is 90% disabled. Despite these challenges, he aspired to excel academically. In 2017, Tu Hin appeared for his Class 10 CBSE examinations, writing without any assistance or extra time, by holding a pen in his mouth. His unwavering dedication resulted in an impressive 88% score. Inspired by physicist Stephen Hawking, Tu Hin's journey underscores that with resilience and support, even the most formidable obstacles can be overcome. Stephen Hawking.
The first speech synthesizer I had was almost unintelligible.
The universe didn't limit Stephen Hawking, and neither did his body. Stephen Hawking was born in 1942, and by the time he was 21, his life took a sharp turn. Diagnosed with ALS, a disease that gradually took away his ability to move and speak, doctors gave him only a few years to live. But Hawking wasn't one to accept limits. Instead of giving up, he dived deeper into science. His work on black holes and the nature of time changed how we understand the universe. Hawking's journey ended in 2018, but his ideas continue to shape the world. His brilliance proved that even when the body weakens, the mind can still touch the stars.
Once humans develop artificial intelligence, it would take off on its own and redesign itself at an ever-increasing rate.
Gabe Adams.
I definitely had to push myself mentally to be able to get to where I am today. So there's always people doubting me.
No limbs, no limits. Gabe Adams spins his own path. Born in Brazil with Hanhart syndrome, Gabe Adams entered the world without arms or legs. Adopted by a loving family in the US, he faced life's challenges head on. His parents encouraged him to be independent, pushing him to move without a wheelchair. But Gabe didn't just adapt, he thrived. In school, he joined the dance team, using his body in ways no one expected. His breakdancing skills turned heads, proving that passion knows no boundaries. After high school, he moved out on his own, becoming a motivational speaker. Gabe's story isn't about what he lacks. It's about the limitless power of determination.
It's pretty crazy with all the places that I've been able to go to and meet so many amazing people and hear their stories and hear how I've been able to help them.
Blind Conqueror.
Incredibly, Eric Weinmayer became the only blind person to reach the summit of Mount Everest.
Eric Weinmayer refused to let blindness define his limits. He lost his eyesight at 14 due to a rare disease. But that didn't stop him from chasing adventure. Instead of giving up, he pushed his limits, becoming the first blind person to reach the top of Mount Everest in 2001. But one mountain wasn't enough. He went on to conquer the highest peaks on all 7 continents and even kayaked through the raging rapids of the Grand Canyon. Through his organization, No Barriers, Eric now helps others break past their limits. His story proves that true strength isn't in what we see, but in what we believe.
How to take tough things and turn them around and make them into good things.
Racing legend.
I became paralysed at the age of 7, and my father loved sport, played lots and lots of different types of sport.
Winning wasn't just a goal for Tani Gray Thompson, it was a way of life. Spina bifida may have affected her mobility, but it never touched her determination. From an early age, she loved sports and turned to wheelchair racing, determined to prove her strength. Her dedication led her to compete in 5 Paralympic Games, where she won 11 gold medals, making her one of the most successful Paralympians in history. Even after retiring from sports, she didn't stop pushing limits. She became Baroness Gray Thompson, using her voice in the House of Lords to fight for disability rights and accessibility. From the racetrack to politics, she continues to inspire people everywhere.
Sport changed her life in so many different ways.
Jessica Cox.
How is it possible to fly a plane without hands?
You know, it's even hard for me to believe when I'm talking about him.
Jessica Cox never believed in the word impossible. She learned to use her feet for everything, from writing to playing the piano, turning obstacles into opportunities. Instead of letting limitations define her, she pushed past them. She became the world's first armless pilot, flying airplanes using only her feet. Not stopping there, she earned a black belt in Taekwondo, drives a car, and inspires thousands through her motivational speeches. Jessica proves that challenges can be turned into strengths, and the sky is never out of reach.
When I tell people that I'm a pilot, they're like, what?
1 in million.
1 in 50 million. I've never met anyone else with my condition.
Stephanie wasn't supposed to live past 7, but she had other plans. Duchenne muscular dystrophy, a condition so rare in girls that she's 1 in 50 million, tried to slow her down, but she fought every challenge thrown her way. People stared. She ignored them. With her brothers cheering her on, she found strength in her struggles. Now, as a content creator, she tells others, a bad day isn't a bad life. And with her special walker, she's taking steps she never thought possible.
I've always wanted to just inspire one person. Like I used to tell myself, if I can inspire one person, like my life is complete.
First blind athlete.
When my vision changed, but my desire to be in sports never changed. After I kind of abandoned soccer and I had such trouble seeing the ball, obviously.
Marla Runyon is an American runner who made history as the first legally blind athlete to compete in the Olympics. Born in 1969, she was diagnosed with Stargardt's disease, a condition that causes progressive vision loss. Despite this challenge, she never let blindness stop her. Marla first gained recognition in the 1992 Paralympics, winning multiple gold medals. But she didn't stop there. She competed against sighted athletes and qualified for the 2000 Sydney Olympics, finishing 8th in the 500-meter race. She later set multiple records in long-distance running. Beyond sports, she became a motivational speaker and advocate, proving that vision isn't just about sight, it's about determination.
Giving them opportunities that they are not otherwise available to them at public school or after-school programs.
Helen Keller.
Helen Keller will be remembered for really transforming the view of the blind and others with disabilities.
Helen Keller was an American author, activist, and lecturer who was both deaf and blind. Born in 1880, she lost her sight and hearing at just 19 months old due to an illness. Her breakthrough came when Anne Sullivan, her teacher, helped her communicate by spelling words into her hand. Helen became the first deaf-blind person to earn a college degree and dedicated her life to advocating for disability rights, women's rights, and social issues. She wrote books, traveled the world giving speeches, and helped improve education for people with disabilities.
Prior to her life, people with disabilities were seen as people who did not deserve to live full lives.
Haben Girma.
My name is Haben Girma. I'm an advocate for people with disabilities.
Haben Girma is a deaf-blind activist, author, and lawyer who made history as Harvard Law School's first ever deaf-blind graduate. Born in 1988, she has Eritrean and Ethiopian heritage and grew up in the US. Despite her disability, she excelled in academics, eventually earning her law degree to fight for disability rights. Haben is a public speaker, advocate, and author, sharing her experiences to promote accessibility and inclusion. She has even been recognized by Barack Obama for her work. Beyond law, she enjoys surfing, skiing, and dancing, proving that disabilities don't define a person's potential. Her story is a powerful example of breaking barriers.
Disability is rarely the problem. The problem is often society creating arbitrary barriers, and we all need to work together to remove those barriers.
Marlee Martlin.
You won your Oscar when you were 21 years old, right? 21. What do you remember about that?
When I was called and to get the Oscar, I was thinking William Hurt, who called my name, was teasing, was making a joke on live television.
Marlee Matlin didn't just make history. She redefined it. Losing her hearing at just 18 months old, she refused to let it limit her dreams. At 21 years old, she became the first deaf performer to win an Academy Award, taking home Best Actress for Children of a Lesser God in 1986. Her talent didn't stop there. She starred in The West Wing, The L Word, and Switched at Birth, proving that deaf actors belong in the spotlight. Beyond Hollywood, Marlee is a fierce advocate for deaf rights, accessibility, and equal opportunities, inspiring millions with her resilience and determination.
You performed at the Super Bowl with some amazing singers. What was that like for you?
First time was with Garth Brooks. The second time was with Billy Joel.
Never stopped.
It means you can do like any direction and you can wheelie.
Sophie Morgan, a British TV presenter, disability advocate, and entrepreneur. At 18, she was in a car accident that left her paralyzed from the chest down. Instead of letting it define her, she became one of the most influential disabled voices in the media. She's known for presenting major events like the Paralympics and fronting powerful documentaries on disability rights. Off-screen, Sophie campaigns for better accessibility and works on innovative projects to empower disabled people. Her memoir, Driving Forwards, shares her journey of resilience, proving that limitations exist only if you let them.
These wheels allow it to go in any direction so that it's really easy to move.
Breaking barrier.
You like being a designer too? Yeah.
Madeline Stewart didn't just dream of being a model, she made it happen. Born in Australia, she has Down syndrome, but that never stopped her. After struggling with health issues as a child, she worked hard to improve her fitness and set her sights on the fashion industry. In 2015, she became the first professional model with Down syndrome, making history at New York Fashion Week. Since then, she has walked in major shows worldwide, proving that beauty comes in all forms. More than just a model, Madeline is an advocate for inclusivity, showing the world that passion and confidence can open any door.
Madeline has 4 more stops to make, including 3 fashion shows, before returning to Australia in mid-April.
Fearless path. Derek Coleman turned silence into strength. A hearing impairment made his NFL dream seem impossible to some, but he never let it hold him back. He became the first legally deaf offensive player in the league, proving doubters wrong. As a fullback for the Seattle Seahawks, he helped lead the team to a Super Bowl victory. Now, Derek shares his journey in his memoir, No Excuses, inspiring kids to push past their struggles. His story isn't about what he couldn't hear, it's about what he refused to let stop him. A true champion, on and off the field. Unstoppable leader. In 1921, Franklin Delano Roosevelt was a rising political star when polio struck, leaving him unable to walk. Many thought his career was over, but he refused to give up. Through intense therapy, he learned to stand with braces, masking his paralysis in public. In 1933, he became the 32nd U.S. president, leading the country through the Great Depression with his New Deal programs. His leadership during World War II cemented his legacy as one of history's greatest presidents. His determination proved that true strength comes from within, not from the ability to walk. Jean-Dominique. Jean-Dominique Bauby was a French journalist and editor-in-chief of Elle magazine. In 1995, at age 43, he suffered a massive stroke that left him with locked-in syndrome, fully conscious, but unable to move, except for blinking his left eye. Despite this, he wrote The Diving Bell and The Butterfly by blinking to select letters, a painstaking process that took months. His memoir became a bestseller and was later adapted into a film. Bauby's story is a testament to the power of the mind and the human spirit, showing that even when the body is trapped, imagination and determination can still be soar. And now, let us move on to our subscriber pick of the day.
I dove in and I hit a rock submerged just below the surface of the water. And I got a long scar from here all the way to like here.
Cole Sidnor thought his life had changed forever after a diving accident in 2011 left him paralyzed. What he didn't expect was that love would change it again. While going through rehabilitation, he met Charisma Jameson, a rehabilitation technician who saw beyond his condition. Their bond grew, and soon they became an inseparable couple. Despite the challenges of being an interrupted pair, they turned their journey into inspiration, sharing their lives on YouTube to break misconceptions. Through love, patience, and humor, Cole and Charisma prove that true connection knows no boundaries.
And Cole was getting therapy there the entire time I was working there. So, I mean, we've come across each other's paths multiple times at the hospital.